how are you? I'm so excited to see you. Maybe you've been wondering if you're having a tough time getting your workouts done, if buying a training plan or hiring a coach would be a way to make sure that you do more of those workouts, actually get them done. If you're having a hard time being consistent with your workouts, my answer to you is, well, yes and no. So let's say some of these things are true of you, then buying that training plan or hiring that coach might be the right thing. So if you are fully committed to working out 5 or 6 times a week to get ready for a specific race and you just find that you're not really sure what you should be doing, and so that's kind of motivating for you, then having direction probably will help you fill in those boxes and get those workouts done. If you're really highly motivated by the expectations of another person, but in a positive way, then yes, this could help, especially if you're hiring a coach where there's an actual person who's going to know if you did those workouts or not, and you find that that helps you in a good way, like you're excited to share the journey with someone, then this could be a great approach for you and you might get better results. The answer is no for a lot more of us. So for example, if you're not getting the work done now because you're working a lot of hours or you're traveling a lot and work is really interfering, then adding a coach may not be the perfect, it may not solve the problem for you. There may be something else that we need to work on first. If not meeting someone else's expectations actually adds stress, that could be a problem too. So if you're not getting the workouts done and you know someone's gonna know and it just makes you feel even worse, then that's probably not the best approach. Not about making people feel worse. And if you're really not fully committed to getting the work done, regardless of how much money you've spent on a coach or a training plan, then, the fact that that's there is just going to be money down the drain for you. So that's not going to help. So let's talk a little bit about the things that might happen to you on a particular day that would interfere with getting your workout done. So for instance, if you were planning a morning workout, if you stayed up late, maybe you were working late or you went out and you got to bed late, you're going to be less motivated to get up early. It's easy to have the cover monster get you and you just sleep in. Workout didn't get done. You probably don't have time to do it later. That one's out for the day. If you meant to work out after work and work went long, or all of a sudden you had to go out to dinner with a client, or something came up, or you were just pooped, then you're probably not going to get that evening workout done. For me, that happened a lot. I like to get my workouts done in the morning because I'm more likely to just keep on working once I get started, and it's hard to stop and then get motivated to really put a lot of energy into workout at the end of the day. If, on the other hand, it's something that you really look forward to while you're slogging away at work, maybe that works for you. If your family life is super unpredictable, maybe you're going through a move, or you have a small child, or there's just a lot of people coming in and out of your house all the hours of the day, it might be really hard for you to plan ahead about when to do workouts, and this can make it really tough to get those guys done. You just have a general lack of motivation, you don't plan well, you tend to be a little tired, you've got an injury going on, maybe you don't tend to recover that well from other workouts. Those are some other reasons. So if you're watching now or on the replay, I would love to hear more about what are some of the things that are keeping you from getting your workouts done. So I'll give you a couple seconds here to just type something in. I would love to hear that, even if you're watching on the replay. We can just kind of spitball with each other and with the other people who are watching. Cool. So if you look back at all these different reasons, working late, being tired, unpredictable life, lack of motivation, except maybe for the lack of motivation, the coach is not going to be able to fix those things for you. So it's just going to put added pressure. So, it's really more maybe about the logistics of your life, the work, family, the stressors, and it can also be about 3 other things that I want to talk about today. It can be about clarity, it can be about necessity, it can be about productivity. So what do I mean by those? So clarity, this is about the goal. This is about the thing that's motivating you. If you don't have a strong goal that's motivating you, then this could be the root of the problem, and hiring a coach isn't necessarily going to clarify that for you. You're going to have to really clarify that for yourself. This is not something that should come from outside. This has to be a goal that you find very motivating. And then you need to know why it's very important for you to get workouts done consistently, day in and day out, week after week, as you go toward that goal. If you don't feel like your goal is something that necessitates that, then that's going to make it hard to get the work done. And then productivity. What are the habits that make it easy for you to get the work done? So that you just kind of do it without thinking about it too much. So for those first two, this is really work that you have to do on your own. A coach, you know, depending on how much you're talking to him or her, can probably help you with some of the logistical things, the things that make it easy, maybe the things that make it hard to get the workout done, and you can talk through those and try to problem solve. And we'll do a bit of that here at the end, so stay tuned. Okay, so I want to talk about the first two first, because that's really mind work that you need to do on your own to get ready. So if you've got a really clear goal, you know, that is really helpful. So for instance, I'm talking to a lot of people right now who are excited about the Waco 70.3 that's happening in October. It's a brand new event. Sounds like fun, new course, you know, why not try something new, right? So they're very motivated to go out and do that race. Other people might think, well, you know, I would love this year to qualify for age group nationals. I'm going to try my first Ironman. There's a lot of different things that you might do that you would find very motivating as a goal. If you don't have a goal, if you're thinking, well, this is like my 6th or 7th season in triathlon, I guess I'll do some of the local races, I don't really know. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to think about getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the pool and you're not really excited about swimming in general, it might be difficult to go and do those things. So if you have a really clear goal, you know what you're doing, and you know why it's important to you, then that really helps. So if you've got a goal to, say, finish a bunch of sprint triathlons, and at this point that's easy for you, that might not be as motivating as you need it to be. Now, let's say you've set a really big goal, but you're still not totally on board with doing stuff consistently. You know, you might actually be finding that big goal to be demotivating. If you've set an Ironman and you're not really sure that you can do it, you may find reasons to not do the work because you're worried that you're not going to succeed anyway, and so you're just kind of sabotaging yourself early on. So if you do that mindset work, you know what you're looking to do, you know why you need to work on it consistently, and you're really, really motivated to do that, then you're set. So then you got to figure out, okay, so what's causing me to be inconsistent? And to get there, I want to start with a little story, because when you're thinking about why you're not being consistent, I don't want you to focus on the workouts that you're missing. I want you to focus on the ones that you're actually doing, even if it's only 1 or 2 per week. All right, so I want to tell you a little story. Recently I had a party at my house, and every room in the house except the master bedroom needed to be presentable. So I kind of have all these piles around the house, like magazine clippings in manila folders and binders and big file boxes. There's just all this stuff, and all of it ended up in the master bedroom out of the way for this party. And as I was, you know, kind of tearing everything back apart after the party was over, I'm looking at this pile of basically organization systems that I never really used. I put them in place, maybe I used them for 2 days, and then they're just like this pile of failure looking me in the face, and I'm starting to think, man, I am not organized. I am a failure. This is terrible. But the fact is, I am really organized. I do use systems. Some of the ones that I'm using every week, I've been using for 5 years, and I created them myself. So why was I focusing on this pile of things that didn't work when I could be thinking about all the things that did work? So that's what I want you to do when you're thinking about your workouts. What are the ones that you're actually getting done? Let's see what's special about those and see if we can add that little bit of specialness to the ones that you've been missing so that it's easier for you to get all of them done. So for this, what I want you to do is pull out your training log, and I want you to look back at the last 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, you don't have a training log? Okay, grab a piece of paper or a half-empty spiral notebook, and let's start today, because you need to have a training log. You need to know what you've been doing. That's how you get there. If you have one, awesome. Open that guy up. I want you to look at the ones that you've been getting done. Even if it's only 1 or 2 per week, I want you to count those as wins, and let's start looking at the things that stand out about those. So maybe it's a particular time of day. Maybe it's a particular day of the week. Maybe it's a group workout versus one that's alone, and if you have a couple of different gyms or locations that you use, or a couple of different sets of training partners, which group was it? What sport did you get done? Where did you do it? And let's look and see if from week to week there's any commonality between the workouts that actually got done. And then you're going to start to see what are the things that are working for you. And then you might be able to take those forward into your other sports. So for example, if you always tend to get your runs done, but you're skipping your swims, let's figure out why you're not getting your swims done. Maybe it's something about the location or the time, or you just don't like swimming right now, and that's something that you can start to figure out. If you tend to be really energetic on Mondays and Tuesdays, but by Wednesday you really need a rest day, well, then maybe you just need to schedule that in. Don't force yourself to do a workout on a day where you're dead, or figure out how you can recover better from those 2 days and be a little bit more energetic on a Wednesday. If the morning workouts tend to get done, but the evening ones don't, well, there you go. Maybe evening workouts are just not going to work for you, and you could try adding one more morning workout to your routine and see if that one sticks too. Maybe you find that this gym that's close to work is actually more convenient than that gym that's near home. Just make it logistically more simple for you. So if there's one or two that are getting done, maybe it's a particular kind of workout, and you move it around the week, that's fine. If there's something that you're getting done consistently, let's figure out how to add one more this week. Just one more. Use something about the other ones that you're getting done that can make it more simple for you to get done. All right, something about your planning, something about, setting out your clothes the night before, something that is going to make it simple, but just add one. And then if that starts to click and you're still, okay, now I've gone from doing 2 a week, now I'm doing 3, awesome. Then you can start to add a fourth. And you want to make this work for you as easily as possible. So look at ways to make it simple, so you're not rushing around at the last minute, you're not forgetting to set your alarm clock at the right time. You're just fully committed and you've really got it working because you want to show up and you want to do your best. So if there was one thing that worked for you out of all this stuff, awesome, that's all I wanted. I hope you can take one idea, focus on the positive, get out there and get the work done, and if there's any way I can help you get your swim workouts done with more effectiveness, more efficiency, I hope that you will message me, and I can tell you how I can make that more simple for you. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'm gonna see you right back here next week.